Thanks for listening to the AC12 podcast, proudly presented by Little Caesars. Code 1099 bundle, classic pepperoni or cheese pizza, crazy bread, and 2-liter soda for $10.99, or code LCFREECC, free crazy combo with a pizza purchase. All right, with Jason Shear, I am merely Mike Luke, now joined by the latest great addition to the U of A football staff, the great Aaron Knotts. You can call him coach, you can call him GM. Aaron, what would you like to go by? I'm pulling it to you live.
You know, most people don't call me by my first name. I feel like I've had a lot of nicknames at different football buildings, but it seems like most people prefer to call me AK. So just first and last initial. So that's easy. It's quick. It's go whatever you want though is fine with me.
All right, Coach, we're just going to go back and forth a little bit, but tell people about yourself a little bit before we get into some of the nitty gritty.
Yeah. You know, grew up in Louisville, Kentucky, and, went to school in Ohio at Miami University, studied business, finance, and got a minor in coaching. It was actually the cradle of coaches, Miami of Ohio. Oh, yeah. So
Nick Saban, Bo Schembechler?
You know, Sean McVay, they've had so many. John Harbaugh, there's been a lot, and a lot more that I can't name off the top of my head. But so thought I was going to be a coach. Went back to my high school and started coaching for my high school coach, and did that for a few years. And then I was able to get an internship with the recruiting department at the University of Louisville. So spent about a year there working for Coach Strong and Coach Petrino when he first came in, and then saw an opportunity at Center College where the head coach who had recruited me out of high school, I didn't go there, but he had remembered my name through the recruiting process, brought me in, and I coached tight ends at Center College and had a cup of coffee there until I moved out west to University of Washington and got to work for Chris Peterson starting in 2014. Spent 12 awesome, amazing years and seasons there. Got to work for 4 different head coaches. Got to be a part of a couple different playoff teams and New Year's Six bowl games and a national championship game appearance. And just got to work for some incredible people and be a part of some really special teams. So, and now I'm here. Now I'm here in Tucson, enjoying the weather, and it's been great so far.
Sure.
Brent's friends with Chris Peterson, has had him here to speak to the team and all that. You worked with him. What is Chris Peterson like? What did you learn from him throughout the years?
Yeah, he's a special dude. You know, he's an outstanding Hall of Fame caliber football coach, but when you're around him in the office, you think maybe he's the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, and he probably could be if he wanted to. You know, he thinks a little bit differently. He's not afraid to try things a different way. He's so organized and detailed and structured, and he's all about culture. And he doesn't just put it up on the wall in the building. He actually brings it to life, and he exemplifies everything he wants his program to be about. So you just learn how to treat people, how to do things the right way. What excellence is in every capacity. There's just so many things I was able to learn from him, and I still use him as a resource and a mentor, and which is cool that Coach Brennan does too. So there's probably a lot of overlap there, and some things I've already noticed.
All right, AK, what does a general manager do? We're in this new age of college football now where you got contracts, you got GMs, you got all this stuff. Break it down for the folks out there. What does a general manager do? What is a day in the life of AK?
Yeah, great question. And you ask a lot of different GMs, you're going to get a lot of different answers because every place is different, especially in college where it's still pretty new and the whole rev share thing is very new. So everyone's trying to figure out what a GM looks like for that program, how that works with that head coach, because college coaches most of the time do have a little bit more autonomy than sometimes how the GM head coach structure works in the NFL. But I think in the simplest way that I've just been describing it, a GM is my job here. What I come back to is I'm trying to build a championship level roster. your roster building, and everything comes back to that. There's a lot of facets that go into it, like you mentioned, with NIL, rev share, contracts, agents, high school recruiting, the portal, on down to the stuff like compliance and admissions and initial eligibility and waivers and all those other things that go into the job. But it's all trying to bring in the best players you can and the best people you can to build a culture and build a team. And how do you build something that's sustainable so that if you win 9-10 games one year, you can build off that and do it again, and maybe even win a few more the next year, and you don't fall off that cliff. So you've built your roster to be able to sustain success.
Right. Now let me go ahead, Sheer. Sorry.
How does the next 2 weeks work, or less than 2 weeks now, in terms of you learning about this roster and the needs and stuff like that? Do you sit down with coaches? Is it just a lot of film? What does that process look like?
Yeah, you're kind of drinking through a fire hose right now, because you're trying to learn so much so quickly in terms of, just the people, starting with the people, right? Like you got to learn the roster. I truly believe, you can't know who to recruit until you know what you have, right? So first and foremost, you have to analyze your roster. So, I was able to spend some time at practice yesterday, and I've got all the players that will be, have remaining eligibility, downloaded on my computer, that I'll be watching these next few days, just trying to get a feel for the roster and what we have, because that's going to tell you strengths, weaknesses, maybe some holes that we can fill, whether it's in high school recruiting or more immediate that we can fill in the portal. So my first priority is just trying to get to know the people in the building, starting with the roster, but also at the same time with the coaches and the staff. So, knowing what each coach is looking for, depending on what they value in their room, how it ties into the scheme of what those players are being asked to do, and also with the personnel. If it's 11, 12, 13 personnel team, or, you're a 4-2-5 structure versus a 3-3-5 structure, or you want to play, more odd at the 3 down, a traditional more 3-4, then you got to build that into your acquisition strategy, and know what kind of players we have on our team, what they're being asked to do schematically, what each coach's philosophy is in their room, and the traits that they're looking for, and how that room is made up, and what is missing. So there's a lot that goes into that. So just trying to dissect it and sit back and analyze and evaluate what we have, so we can strategize what we need going forward.
How is it different than at a school like in Arizona? Because obviously, you can win it. I mean, look at this year. I mean, it's a top 20 team in the country, so you can obviously win, but it's different, when you got some schools that are, your SEC schools, or, your Texas Tech. How do you guys go about like prioritizing, okay, a certain amount of money here, bargains? How do you go about just the whole structure of putting a roster together in this day where kids get paid?
Yeah, so much about the process now is made up about the dollar signs, but I still go back to old school recruiting and relationships, and that's how you're going to maybe get kids that you can keep for a little bit less money than maybe another school that's waiving some bigger dollar signs in front of them. So if you can really get in early and get great relationships with the kids, all the people in their lives, their family, their parents, their high school coach, the agent now, right? Like if you can get those relationships in and really build true connections, you're going to be able to win on some kids that maybe another school can't with just a bigger bag, right? So relationships are key. Development, being able to show a kid how you and your coaching staff can develop them, right? Because yes, there's some money in college football, but the NFL has so much more money at their disposal in terms of the cap, right? So what is our development plan to set you up for long-term, really, really future success where the dollar signs are magnified even more at that level? So I come back to relationships, to old school recruiting, to development. Obviously you got to be great evaluators, because you're going to have to maybe find some diamonds in the rough here and there, and be able to identify some traits that the staff can develop.
Sure.
As a GM, do you like the one portal window and the timing of it and all that?
I definitely like the one portal window, at least in theory, right? It's been challenging for a lot of reasons to go through that twice and not, to go through, spring ball and not know what your roster is set. But there was some advantages to that we'll probably see, like after spring ball, you're not going to have a chance to shore up any holes that you maybe find out that you have in the roster, or maybe there's some injuries during spring ball where that second window would have been helpful. So there's going to be pros and cons. I don't know if we know exactly if this one window is going to be better until we actually get through it on the other side. I still think the timing is tough, right? Because even though the portal hasn't opened, a lot of kids have said that they plan to go in the portal while bowl games are still happening, while the playoff is still happening. So in the NFL, free agency and the season don't overlap, right? So there's still some things in the calendar that college football has got to work through. But at least we're trying to change and adapt and make it better than it's been. So hopefully we can keep tweaking it as we go.
What do you look for then? Because this staff did an amazing job this past offseason, finding like a lot of, I don't want to say bargain players because that diminishes what they are, but awesome players that were kind of diamonds in the rough. Your Deshaun McKnights, we always come back to him, players like that. What are you looking for then when you're looking for those diamonds in the rough, and when you're looking in the portal? What is AK looking for?
Man, I start with wiring. I mean, like, how is a guy wired?
Right.
Like, is he going to work his tail off? Like, how much does he love football? How competitive is he? How football intelligent is he? What is his instincts? What is his make off? Is he going to be an extra guy? All the intangible things I think are really important to check off. It's not only going to help your team culture and bring in the right kids that you want to build around, but you're going to get the most out of them, right? So potential is only potential unless you realize it, So if you bring a kid in that has all the talent in the world but isn't going to work at it, isn't going to be a great fit, then you might miss on that guy, right? So I'm looking for guys that are wired the right way. I think production is important in the portal. Being able to see guys that have played football and show that they can do what you're going to ask them to do. Production is huge. And then again, just how their character, how their football wiring is made up is really important.
Sure.
We talk about the portal a lot, but especially with this coaching staff, high school recruiting is a big deal. In your opinion, is it similar with relationships and such and evaluation, or how does the evaluation aspect maybe change a little bit between high school and portal?
Yeah, I mean, high school, you're definitely projecting a little bit more, right? In the portal, you're looking at a lot of guys that have already played major college football. So it's a lot more transferable in a direct way. But in high school, these are still, you're watching a lot of sophomore tape. You're making decisions when they're, putting their junior tape out there and haven't even played their senior year. So you have to project. Are they at their ceiling? How much potential do they have to grow? Are they going to get bigger, stronger, faster, or do they look good on sophomore tape because they just matured more quickly than everyone else they're playing against? So I think the high school thing is a little bit more of a projection. So you got to be able to, figure out who you think you can develop, and the relationship piece, to your point, is still so critical. I mean, you never know also, and that plays into the portal. You never know, if you lose on a guy in high school recruiting, those relationships you developed in high school recruiting are going to help you if a kid goes in the portal down the line and you already have a relationship with the kid, the mom, the agent. So developing those relationships at the high school level is critically important.
What happens then once they get to, because not everybody's like Noah Fafita, where they're like an All-American type player and they're, they want to stay here in Arizona. What is it like then, basically, if you have a player, let's say you bring in a guy this offseason and he's killing it, let's say he's a receiver and he's catching for 1,000 yards 6 games in, and we know how people work. How do you basically say, hey man, not only do we want you this year, ignore anybody that might get into your ear this off season as well? Is it like an ongoing conversation? How does that work?
Yeah, I think that's a tough one. I mean, every case is a little bit different. During the season, you want to try to be as distraction free as possible. You want to be able to, when we start fall camp, kind of put those things in the drawer and pull them out once the season's over. But that's, if the coach can worry about getting the most out of the player during the season, people like me can be talking to the agents in the background, so it's not distracting for the player, and hopefully he can kind of separate himself during the playing season from some of that outside noise. So that's where sometimes the benefits of having these agents, they can kind of be having those conversations in the background, working with us, working on the kids' behalf on the retention piece, and just trying to eliminate the distractions for the player themselves.
Sure.
When you were hired, the first person that contacted me was Ben Thienis, and he told me how awesome and excited he was about you. Ben, what relationship? I guess you guys knew each other from the past, and for people that don't know Ben and what he does, what can you kind of say about him?
Yeah, Ben's awesome, man. And when I first moved to Washington, it's kind of entry level role, and I didn't get put up in a hotel, so I slept on Ben's couch, and I didn't even know Ben at the time. I moved there because his roommate is the one that hired me. So his roommate said, "Hey, you can sleep on my couch for a few nights until you find somewhere to live." And Ben was his roommate, and we just got along super well, right off the bat. And we only worked together for a year, but we stayed in touch over the last 12 and would always check in on each other. And, when, I was the chief of staff at Washington, and that's his role here. So there's a lot of similar things that we've done and have been in each other's shoes. So, over the years, we would call and pick each other's brains on, how are you doing this? And, just trying to learn from each other and grow and get better. So when he called me and wanted me to come out here, it was awesome. And it's kind of come full circle because I'm sleeping in his guest room right now. So
right.
As I try to figure out more permanent living solutions, it's funny how that works. So
let me ask you this. One last question. We'll let you go. Very much appreciate your time. Rev share. I don't understand this because I always see and keep in mind, I'm an idiot. So talk to me like I'm an idiot, but I don't understand. I always see coaches saying, well, we love when rev share kicks in, but then I just see other schools that they've got the rev share and then they can just go way over for a variety of different reasons. Is rev share any better for anybody else if the same schools are just going to go way over by other means? That's where I'm confused on this.
Yeah, it's still a little bit of the wild, wild west, right? We need some more regulation and legislation to happen to, put some more guardrails in. We're kind of building the plane as we fly it, and so much new has changed that the system hasn't, been able to keep up. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a good step in the right direction because it's awesome that the school is actually the ones that are able to pay the players, and it's not this cloak and dagger thing through the way that collectives were before, and it was really just pay for play, and so I think it's a step in the right direction that we were able to get this done, and the school is able to pay for it, so that's awesome. But to your point, there's teams that are going to find ways to go over, and it's not it's professional football with the revenue share, and then it's like Major League Baseball with the above the cap stuff, to where if you're the Dodgers, you can go buy some of the best players, and that's just the world we live in. And eventually, hopefully, we can get some better guardrails in place. But to your point, I think you're spot on. Some teams are going to find ways to go over the cap, and that's just the world we're in right now.
All right, the GM, I like that. GM, Good morning, AK. Yes, General Manager, AK. Yeah, this has been awesome, man. Very much appreciate it. You gave us a lot of wisdom that I certainly don't have. So you are the man, and very much look forward to welcome to Tucson, and a place where the sun comes out most of the time.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys having me. And it's been a pleasure getting to know you guys. So thanks again, and go Cats.
All right. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Coach. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks again, buddy. Hey, and tell Brett Gleason he's not that bad. Appreciate you, Coach. Thanks again.
All right.
Buddy.
Sounds good, guys.
See ya. Yeah. No, this coaching staff, like I said, that's what I like to see. I like to see somebody that comes in here that's got a good sense of where everything is. He knows it's not Ohio State, but he knows that you can also win here, Sheer. And he's been around some really good coaches.
Why aren't we Ohio State?
I think we're better than Ohio State.
Yeah, okay. That's what you
mean.
When you say we're not Ohio State, you mean it's because we're better.
You're better than Ohio State. Yeah. I want to ask, we got a lawyer in the chat here. I want to ask about these, about this in-season transfers and all that stuff, because now my head's really spinning. Let's get a couple reads in here, though. Back the reads.
Can you imagine, like, we're going to start writing articles like top 10 players we want to add during the
do we want to add in the season? Yeah. All right. Yes, he knows. All right. 88 crime. Now you see a jet being stolen. You see somebody. You see a cat that you're like, wait a second, that's not that person's cat. They probably pilfered it from somebody else. But I don't want to get involved. 88 crime says, come to us if you see a stolen jet or a stolen cat. We could maybe help. 882-7463. They've done an amazing job. People out there, thousands of perps have been taken off the street because of 88 crime and good folks like you. Check it out. Boom. All right, the Tucson Family Food Project. Yes, Kobe L. Thiel's in here. Kobe L. Thiel is convinced one person in this chat that he's a quarter Hispanic. I believe a quarter is more Hispanic than Kobe L. Thiel. Hey, that was funny. But they do really, really good work at the Tucson Family Food Project. Kobe even knew that those were fajitas. Currently, 255 meal kits per week. 2026 goal is 1,000 meal kits per week. Donations made with AZ12 comment will be matched cumulative up to $10,000. Direct aid plus life skills development, cooking, nutrition. Check it out. We love Cheryl, the great Cheryl. All right, what else we got? Longview, Andre Veras. Andre was mad at me yesterday because I was shopping for 7 hours and I didn't call him back. So I called him back now. I thought it was a great joke, Grant. Thank you. But the Mississippi Gladiator, Sheer, we're very clear that we will not endorse him. We will highly recommend him, but we're not going to endorse him. No, not on our watch.
What happened?
What happened? He's tried every single way, but again, if you got some high-end clients, or if you are a high-end client and you want to like look around and you're like, man, I need to check some of this stuff out, go to the Mississippi Gladiator. He can talk you through your old 401k and learn more about your new your new employer retirement plan. Check it out. Longview, baby, back the Andre. Yes. Okay. Now, the great Dennis Walsh is saying here, in here saying that, he will that guys will be able to transfer within season if the courts don't stop it. I got a question here. I don't and again, I know nothing about this. And I saw Andy Bryant said, well, these guys are still under contract or under contracts or whatever. I don't understand though, if a school or whatever has already paid a guy, how can they leave in the middle of the season? I'm confused on that.
They pay him weekly. They're like weekly paychecks. They're not lump sums.
Oh, all right.
No, I don't think we'll reach that point, but it'd be pretty easy to get there.
And it doesn't sound like it's that far off. I mean, it doesn't sound like it could be that far.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I'd be surprised, but it's really not that difficult.
Because at that point, then it just becomes, again, it's already weird. At that point, then it's like, what are we doing? We're trading like kids. Yeah. All right. Dennis Walsh says they're under contract for NIL, not employment.
So the issue with that, though, is that you'd have to deal with school enrollment. Yes. You have to be enrolled in the school and classes to be able to play. That's your big hurdle.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Dennis Walsh.
You'd have to have schools basically waive admission requirements for athletes, and then that would be a lawsuit that a normal Joe like me would sue and be like, look, you're just choosing these guys and waiving all requirements, and my kid can't get in, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, now Dennis Walsh says, yep, they can make some whatever BS enrollment.
They would get sued for that. It'd be one. I mean, that's what it is now, but it'd be lawsuit after lawsuit.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's interesting though, because Dennis Walsh has been right on this stuff before, so we'll keep it up to date. Now, as far as bargain basement go, I'm just going to ask you a question: can Texas Tech win a college football national championship?
Yes, probably,
Okay.
maybe.
I think they can. They got the right QB. I think they could. If they can, any other team in the Big 12 win a college football championship? Yeah.
No.
I know.
I mean, no. Now, like, could things change? You know, if Kenny gets his $30 million donor.
Yeah. Oh, that was. You know what's funny? Let's talk about that for a second. I know what he's doing, and I don't.
By the way, that $20 million roster, it's just for 1 year, Kenny.
It's for 1 year. You got to keep writing those checks every single season. But man, that was a bad look. I mean, you basically said, here, we want to have it, and we like Dilly, but you basically said, all right, we need to have more money for me and for my staff. And oh, by the way, now give us money for our roster. Like,
I think the issue is that it would have probably sounded okay had he waited a bit. But when the whole story revolving around the day is you getting more money for your program, more money for your assistants, more money for yourself, and the first thing you do is go to a microphone and ask for more money, it's a bad look.
Yeah. And it's diabolical. Yeah. What are the word diabolical? Hey, Wilbur's Big Burner, you're in here. When did you guys start saying that? When did that word become popular with you guys?
I don't think Aurora's used that, but we can get that going.
Diabolical?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So yeah. And all right. So either way, I mean, I get it. You're begging for money. You got to do what you got to do. Brent Brennan has a better roster and will never beg for $20 million. I think that's pretty.
See,
safe.
like, there's also like a thin line. Like, I don't think Brent asked for money enough.
I get it.
Like, has Brent ever gone in front of the microphone and told people to donate? Ever?
No. Yeah. Wilbur's Big Burner, the great Wilbur's Big Burner, says he does this all the time. He's the only coach who actively begs on interviews. At what point does it go? At what point does it go then where you're like, all right, coach, at first I get what you're doing. Now this is just kind of pathetic.
Hey, and also, hey, Kenny, no one's stopping you from writing a $1 million check.
I mean, I don't know why I don't know why Dilly doesn't do it.
Yeah, like no one's stopping you. You make money, write $1 million check.
You're getting paid $7.5 million a year. Why don't you give 4 of it back to your back to the roster?
Yeah, that's all.
Man, I don't know. I'm just saying. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah. Diabolical. By the way, this word is not a big thing, but that was a good use. Yeah, but everybody's saying diabolical. Marcus Delgado says Kobe's diabolical take on Bijan Robinson is so true. Yeah, that's true. That's diabolical. Okay. But with the rev share thing, though, I never really bought any of that rev share stuff when they're like, oh, it's going to make things a lot better for everybody. I'm like, no, the rich schools will just still pay more.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Yeah. The theory is that it'll close the gap. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, it's not going to close the gap. Do you think that that Calais Campbell,
Cody Campbell.
Yeah, Corey Campbell.
Because you can't, because okay, we've gone over this, Mike. We've gone over this, but we're gonna go over it again.
Right.
After this year, the theory is, it's not a theory, it's what the new rule is you everything goes through a system now, and you can't just write checks. So this was the last year of the completely uneven playing field. In theory, starting next year, the playing field should be more equal.
Well, but can't Jim click if I'm just saying theoretical, or let's say Dennis Walsh has his own jet service. If Dennis Walsh wants to just says, you know, I'm just writing you guys checks for NIL, and I'm going to employ you, and you're going to make $8,000 a week. Can they really stop that?
Yes, theoretically.
Will they? Okay. Now, Joseph Delgado.
Yes.
Joseph Delgado says, I just woke up out of a 2-week coma, Mike. What was the Bijan controversy? I don't know about that, but all I know is that Kobe Alfield says he's not a top 5 back in the league, which a casual would think, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay. All right. So that's kind of where I'm at in the Big 12. Now, let's talk a little bit about Arizona. I like his idea, though, about how you have to get good kids because they're going to have to take a little bit less. And I think that's something that, I think that's something, and I don't think I'm going to break any news here. I'm going to say this, though. I do think that, I think with Braden Burries, I think with Koa Pete, they probably could have gotten a little bit more money if they really wanted to stretch that out. But you recruit good kids from good families, and sometimes they'll take a little bit less.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got that's the challenge, right? If you sit down and Zoe told me this before, he always said, If I sit down and the first thing someone asks me is about money, they're done. I drop them right away. Like it's not going to work at Arizona.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, we don't have the money, so yeah.
Well,
yeah.
It's not just that. It's just I mean, it's not in Arizona. Like Tommy's done a really good job at this. I think last year or this year, Arizona did a really good job at this. It's not just you got to be careful with how you throw money, right? Like I'm not saying like this new hot defensive lineman, this new offensive tackle in the portal, $3 million. Will he improve my team? Yes, but now what's happened to the linebacker I need, the corner I need, the safety, like they did a very good job at figuring out the money and all that.
They did an amazing job. Now I see the guys on there. Here's where my stance is totally off topic, and I will keep
Kobe's wrong. Kobe's wrong.
Yes, Kobe Elfield. You cannot go. You could listen. I will say this: the only you have to suspend DK Metcalf. I'm not suspending him for the season or the postseason. I'm not, but I think 2 games is fine. I have no problem with that. My problem though with this is this fan has supposedly been reported before for doing the exact same thing. I don't know why the NFL, if this is true, I don't know why the NFL or the MNFL keeps allowing this guy back in. Because did you see the article about where it said that this guy, there's been like 2 or 3 different complaints about this guy for the exact same stuff?
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. I mean also they've got him on video. He doesn't say anything offensive in the video that's going around.
They have a video of him?
Yeah, they have an up close video. He doesn't say anything. Like he doesn't say, I mean, I don't know.
So he doesn't call him what DK said he called him.
DK didn't even say he called him that, did he?
Oh. Yeah.
That's Kobe assuming that.
That's Kobe assuming. Who are you to assume, Cody?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure DK never said. I don't think DK's even called.
All right, but it's very simple. It's this. You can't hit a fan, or you can't do anything to a fan. You just can't do it. It's not that hard. Now I will say this: if the fan has been a repeat violator, then get him out of there. Why is he still in there? I think it's very, very simple. Now, I want to talk about a little bit of Arizona basketball first. By the way, Brad Weech, how about Tedero and McMillan with the leading odds for offensive rookie of the year by a significant margin? What is Todd McShay going to say about that?
Well, I'm going to make sure he comments, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, maybe he'll get his talking points. Maybe it was because he's been away from Arizona for a year that he really started to take off then.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Jed called him with advice every week.
Yeah. Jed called him with advice. All right. I want to get to Arizona basketball. I want to complain about something here.
What?
Yeah, no, I want to complain about something here because it really annoys me, and I don't know why this keeps happening. But let's get a couple reads in here. Back the reads. By the way, ever since somebody told me I have a John Travolta chin, I can't stop looking at my chin. But I can look at this lovely lady. By the way, Lan Allen, our guy Lan, did you hear about this on the postgame?
No. What happened?
Lan Allen is trying to hook his sister up with Kobe Elfield.
The AI person?
Lan Allen is trying to hook Kobe Elfield up with supposedly his sister right here.
Even after he saw the cowboy hat?
No, I think that's what brought the guy. I think that's what brought it out.
We'll talk.
Yeah. So yeah, either way, yeah, very interesting.
Kobe's already got a date in San Diego, so
Kobe and Ben are going to be hanging out. So we got that. Now, owned by Arizona local alumni, Lan Allen, Lan the man with the freaking master plan. Eris Dental, TucsonTeeth.com. Ask about the championship package, baby. And again, great thing, dental implants at affordable rates. You're not going to have to go to Madagascar and get a similar deal. You can stay here. Now, look at Dennis Walsh. Lan's sister and Kobe go on a date plus 14,000.
Yeah. I don't think that'll ever happen.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen as well. Although I would like to be the
we'll live stream it.
We will absolutely live stream this. Now, true story. Wilbur's Big Burner. I ran into a buddy last night that was telling me about his positive Eris dental experience. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Very good. You're hanging out with smart people there, Wilbur's Big Burner. Very proud of you. All right, check it out though. Eris Dental, baby.
My mom actually just went to them a couple times. Went to see Lan. She might be getting the championship package.
Oh. Wow. Yeah. Whoa. Hey, it's like that song. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some Eris Dental in it.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Let me put some cushion in it. All right, check it out. Yeah, Eris Dental, baby. Copal. Mexican food. not Kobe Elfiel. Mexican food delivered nationwide at mymexicanmenu.com. Use code AZ12 for 10% off your order. Mention Mike Luke for a free elote rib. Yummy, yummy into my tummy. Amort, you need to come to one of these things, Amort. Come on. Yes. Now, book your next large party or corporate event with Copal. I almost said book it with Amort. Don't book it with Amort. Book it with Copal. Large party packages available. They cater any event. Tucson's contemporary Mexican food, copaltucson.com, and very tasty margaritas. Yummy, yummy. Baggins, Dennis Walsh special. Go in there and order it now. Maybe not that.
Don't order the Dennis Walsh.
No. But go in there and order something with the code AZ12 for 15% off. And if you go into the one in Grant, you might see Dennis Walsh and Kai hanging out there as well. Join the VIP text club. Text Baggins to 877-797-0444. Free delivery with code free ride. Boom. Check it out. Okay. Sheer, I got to talk about something here, and I had to take my buddy Matt Muehlbach to task. I texted him and I scolded him. Now,
yeah,
I'm not going to blame Matt too much because I love Matt. Matt's literally one of my favorites.
I think I know what this is about. I think I know.
First of all, he's wrong when he's out. Listen, he was with Corey, so I'm not gonna hold Matt to his A game. Gosh,
game.
Yeah, but man, there were, and I love Matt. And Matt's great at what he does. But no, Corey's just bad influence on there because and Corey's a great guy. I'm not saying that, but like some of the stuff there that he was saying, he said, Reggie Theus has a great win and loss record. And then they literally show it on the screen and he's like 70 games below 500.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. I mean, they literally
he's
did.
got a great record.
No, he doesn't.
He's 42%.
Dude, he doesn't have that.
And then Mexico State, he did, baby.
He's not a good coach.
No.
He's not a good he's not a good coach. Okay, but the other one too that I'm going to say as well is that they also said that this is and Corey kept saying that they kept saying this is a great officiating crew. No, it's not. It is not a great officiating crew. Tony Padilla is in there, and the dumbest thing ever happened. I was listening to Rhino as the technical free throws occurred, and Rhino's great. He goes, yeah, that's kind of officiating 101 that you need to make sure that you have the right person to shoot the free throws, and you can't just say, hey, my bad, coach, that shot doesn't really count. It's little things like that, Sheer, that you don't even see at the YMCA.
Yeah, you don't need to we don't need to lie. We don't need to lie. Right. If a guy sucks, just say he sucks.
Tony Padilla is awful.
Padilla is awful. And the thing that makes him awful is that he refs with like a personal vendetta.
Right.
Like that's the biggest thing. Like he refs like he doesn't like Arizona.
Right.
And he refs like that.
Yes. And I don't really know how else to put this, but I guarantee you if you were to, and it's just a guess, I've never asked, but I think if you were to ask the staff in their heart of hearts, and again, this is just me surmising, I have no inside info on this. The staff or, maybe Brian or Rhino, do you guys think Tony Padilla is a good official? I don't think that they would agree with that statement here. Just a guess. I don't know.
No. Why would you?
Because he's a terrible official.
He's not a good official. So why would you lie?
The thing about him that bothers me as well, too, and watch when he does this. Whenever he calls a technical foul, and he does this all the time. He goes in there and he goes up to the scorer's table and he sticks his butt out. He does it every single time. I noticed it last year and then so like people can see that, hey, I'm in charge of what's going on here. He makes everything about himself. He's the only official, and the great Tyler Warden, who just entered the chat, said this. If I know your name, you're not doing it right if you're an official.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Like, if I know who you are, then that is not a good thing. And he's always so smug about it too. Like it's just and all right, let's talk about it. Did Mabel do anything that deserved to be ejected?
All right, so I have boots on the ground.
Right.
Him right by the bench.
Yeah.
So Mabel did the thing where he stepped on the court and put his hand up. So that was the first tech. A lot of guys do that. They don't usually get techs, whatever. But I guess when the call happened, he basically said that's right. and to himself, like damn it, that's like he was mad at himself, and the ref heard it and ejected him. So he deserved to be ejected.
All right. Well, I don't know that I believe that spin. If he actually said that, I think he's probably saying that because you don't say that to yourself.
No, either way, he deserved to be ejected.
Okay, fair enough. All right, fair enough.
What I guess happened though, what was very funny was Murph went to the walk-ons and such and laid into him to the point where the same person texted me and said they actually thought for a second Murph was going to say a bad word, and Murph doesn't curse. It was that bad.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Yeah. Now, let's see here. That's a great question. Does Tony interface with other teams' coaches before games? Is there any interfacing that goes on or no?
No, I don't know. I'll never forget what happened in New Jersey. That was the thing that, like, I would go.
Tell people this is a good story.
So Brian Jeffries and was it Rhino? Yeah,
it'd be Rhino if it's on the
Yeah, so we're all watching the game beforehand, which was Alabama, or whatever, and Padilla is reffing it, and he's talking. Padilla walks over to talk to Brian Jeffries and Rhino, and I'm sitting next to TJ Benson and Murph because they're scouting, and Padilla loudly, so TJ and Murph heard it, and it was absolutely on purpose because even Brian Jeffries turned around and was like horrified. He goes, yeah, they don't like me in Arizona because this is the BYU game, so I guess I'm not allowed to ref their games because they don't like me over there.
He sucks.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, like I would have gone to the NCAA with that and
right.
been like, this guy cannot ref our games.
Yeah,
like,
no, he sucks. And all you got to do is show that And you know what's still crazy about that too is that BYU game. Even if, first of all, it wasn't a foul on Trey, but even if it was, that was not his call. He's literally overruling, and I am a great referee. I am literally one of the best referees
I've ever seen.
Yeah, you've never even seen me. That's how good I am.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say it, but
I'm amazing. I start back up at the Sporting Chance on Sunday, January 4th when I get back from San Diego, and the kids and the everybody wants.
I might go. I might go watch you.
You should. I am amazing. I ref from 1 to 9. But you guys should come. Let's see. But I'm very, very
9. My
God, dude, they're $40
too.
Dude, they're $40 an hour. Yeah, I'm gonna take
stamina's wild.
Yeah, stamina. Kobe's been asking about other people's staminas.
God.
Yeah. Remember when Bobby called ref a piece of? Yeah, I don't think we're comparing apples and oranges. Yeah, that is a very good point. Okay, so either way, he just goes out of his way to make it about him, and that's why he sucks. When he goes away, it'll be a good day for everybody. I mean, not like literal. Well, when he goes away from
when he dies, it'll be good for
that's what I'm saying. I wonder if Arizona Israel has thought about this issue. I actually might tweet at Arizona Israel and say, Arizona Israel, thoughts on Tony Padilla?
We have a new number one enemy.
Yes. Forget the SEC. $40 per game back. I'm not going to ref 8 hours for $40.
Your stamina's wild.
Yeah, no, it really is. Yes. Okay. When he hangs it up. Yeah. There you go, Mike. Yeah. Sorry. That's probably a little bit better. All right. I want to ask you something here, and I put this on the message board. So yeah, look at that John Travolta chin right there. Okay. Dwayne Aristode. What at the same stage, what does Carter Bryant do better than Dwayne Aristode?
Probably defense. I don't think Aristode's a very good defender.
All right, but Carter would foul out within 15 minutes.
Shot blocking.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. But they're actually fairly comparable is all my only point.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, they both just shoot threes. They're both
Dwayne's stronger.
What's that?
Dwayne is stronger.
But the thing with Carter was a good weak side shot blocker, but I don't think that Carter was a good defender. Carter would foul out?
Definitely a better rebounder.
For sure.
I think Dwayne needs to be a better rebounder. That's the one thing. Dwayne needs to start finding other ways to contribute besides 3-pointers.
Yeah, but at least he's contributing now, though.
Yeah,
and he's
Carter was absolutely a better rebounder.
Yeah, and so, but I guess that's still my point, though. The thing about, let me ask you this right now, Skier. Let me ask you this.
I'm ready.
Would Carter as a sophomore be better than Yvonne as a freshman?
No.
It's actually what? I don't think so either. And we love Carter. This is not pooping on Carter at all. We love Carter. But I don't think that he would have been as good or as good a fit for this team as Yvonne is. Did you know that Yvonne I think Yvonne now has he's got 2 5-steal games in his first 12 basketball games. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. He's good, man.
They're totally different. Amor puts it well. But Yvonne as a freshman is better than Pella as a senior. I think you could make that case. Yvonne's awesome, man.
I don't think you can make that case. I love Pella. Pella as a senior was really
the problem with Pella is Pella was also like good for really dumb things throughout the game. Like
Pella as a senior, Mike, averaged 13 points, shot 43% from 3.
He would always do like
4 rebounds. Yeah, no. He
would always do stupid stuff, though.
I get it. But
and that Clemson game was atrocious.
I get it.
All right. Yvonne has more steals in one game than Trey had all season. That is an interesting point. Oh, by the way, Kobe L. Thiel thinking that John Travolta is John Legend. Oh my gosh.
What?
Yeah. Hey, dummy. I'm literally sticking up for Dwayne Aristotle, who isn't from the United States, and Ivan Karchenkov, who's not from the United States as well. Okay. Yeah, I can't forgive Pella for Clemson. That was bad. Okay. So, yeah, but Dwayne is awesome. Now I'm gonna ask you this now, Skier. Are you concerned at all about Koa LP?
Not really.
Me neither.
The one thing that I'm not concerned about, but he's starting to do a little bit, and it's I guess annoying is almost the word. He's starting to do stuff that it's not his game.
Yeah.
And it almost feels a little, hey, NBA, look,
don't shoot a 3 ever.
Don't shoot a 3 in transition or whatever he did last night. Stop. Like, I'm okay with some of the post-up fadeaways, but that's not your game. Your game is you bully the hell out of people and go get them. And that's when he's dominated.
Right. That's kind of where I'm at, but I don't really worry about it at all. Koa should never shoot a 3 though. You know what's kind of weird about Koa? And Koa's awesome. But it always amuses me this. If you've got a player that you know, and Aaron Gordon's the same way, and it turned out all right for Aaron Gordon. But if you're a player that is a 5-star recruit, and you've been a 5-star recruit since you were basically 6 years old, and you come from a family of basketball players or athletes, how in the world do they let you go into college having a jump shot that looks like that?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't.
I mean, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it, but I have no concerns about Koa. He's going to be just fine. I think people are looking to be upset. Also, all systems go with Braden Burries.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I know. That was good. By the way, Arizona 9 of 17 from 3-point range last night.
Yeah, what were they against San Diego State?
I don't know. They won by 35 points.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Stop it.
Hey, I'm not throwing shade at Pella. I've said about my bad Pella a million times. I'm just saying that he would do stupid stuff that would annoy me. That's all.
No, Kobe has never shot 3s ever. Marcus Delgado. He didn't even shoot him in high school. It's never been a part of his game. Ever.
Yes, right. Okay, now Koa almost seems like he shoots his jumpers on the way down. It is weird. I'll put it to you like this: the mid-range stuff is fine, but I'm going to say this: when he shoots like a 3. There is less than a 0% chance of that going in.
He's going to make a 3 next game.
I know. He might make 2.
Yeah.
He might make 2. So, all right. Now, Spalding ball in Phoenix. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So anyways, this team though, I am happy with, and again, I get this. You want Dwayne Aristotle to be a little bit more versatile in what he's doing and everything. I get all that, but I'm happy though that he's coming in now and he at least has he's developing a role and he's developing some consistency.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, now Nick Arenas and about 10 other people are terrified about what's going on with ADO. I don't worry about it at all. Jason, did you notice? Mike, Jason,
at all? I don't
worry. I haven't, and a bunch of people, not just the great Nick Arenas, have said this. A lot of people have brought this up, and I don't worry about it at all. Honestly, yeah, I don't think that's anything that I would worry about. So we shall.
No, I'm not concerned about it until there's a viable reason to be concerned. That's right in front of me.
Right now, Grant Creech says, All right. Now, yeah, Mr. Tyler Warden puts it well. I was nervous about KJ's body language, but I'm not worried about ADO's because he's a shooter, like a wide receiver, kind of prima donna type energy. If he shoots well, he's fine. KJ had awful body language, though. And the thing with KJ's body language is it was like all game, too. So like I said, I don't really worry too much about ADO. Who knows? Maybe I'm, yeah, T Burns 826 says this team is so good. People don't know what to complain about. Is that kind of where we're at right now, Sheer?
Yes.
Yeah, I totally think that.
Yep.
By the way, did you see? I think it was Ken Palm or something. I believe that you can get 2 teams. And Kobe L. Field was wrong about this, but I believe that you can get 2. Yeah, dummy. I believe that I believe you can get 2 number 1 seeds out of the Big 12. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I could definitely see it.
Michigan is probably a lock.
Michigan's a lock. Arizona and UConn, I think, are locks.
I don't think UConn's a lock.
UConn's going to run through that entire out of conference.
I'm talking lock right now.
All right. Well, I'm talking
right
about
now. UConn is not a lock right now.
Well, I think UConn will be a lock. UConn's going to lose like 1 or 2 games the rest of the season, dude.
So Michigan, Arizona, UConn, and you think that 4th team would be what?
I think it can be a team. I think it can be Houston. I think it could be Iowa State. Iowa State with the way that schedule is set up for them. Like,
yeah.
I mean, because here's the other thing.
I think Gonzaga. No, dude, we're missing the obvious one. No, I disagree with you.
Duke?
Yeah. Duke's going to run through the ACC. They're 11-1. They already beat Kansas, Arkansas, Florida, Texas. They lost to Texas Tech by 1, but the ACC, they won't lose a game.
Well, what about
crap?
Okay, so what about then Houston or Iowa State? Or what if Iowa State only loses like 2 games all season?
Yeah, what if?
What's that?
I'm just saying, I think Duke gets it.
Right. Okay, now.
I don't think it's asinine or anything.
Duke, let's see here. Duke has, wow, Duke plays Michigan? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Duke plays Michigan late in the year for whatever reason.
Okay.
They're going to walk through the ACC. The ACC is awful.
Right
Louisville, now. Okay, I'll give you Louisville.
They can lose to North Carolina.
North Carolina sucks.
Dude, they're ranked like 10th, dude, and they got.
You suck too.
No, they can definitely lose to North Carolina.
Well, I mean, you could do that for Iowa State, Mike. They lose to Kansas. They could lose.
No, but you're just saying that they're going to
Baylor.
run.
They could use to Kansas again. They play Houston. They play BYU. They play Tech. They play Arizona.
But you were saying that they were just going to run through everything.
We're going to run through it. Nebraska ball.
Yeah, Nebraska ball. Yeah, Nebraska.
We're overlooking Nebraska ball.
That's a big one. Now, Kobe was trying to say that the SEC was going to get a number 1 seed. They have no chance of getting a number 1 seed because
they do.
Who?
Do I think it's going to happen? No, but Vanderbilt's a machine right now.
I believe Vanderbilt.
I understand and I agree with you. But if Vanderbilt does well in the SEC, they've got a shot. If they go 27-4, they've got a shot.
By the way, I do like the term Kobe L. Feinbaum. Well, dude, he is such an SEC homer. It's amazing. He buys everything hook. He buys everything hook, line, and sink that they say. It's amazing. Yeah. Okay. Now, all right. So let's get
Kobe L. Feinbaum.
Kobe L. Feinbaum. I like Kobe L. Feinbaum, dude. I've never seen somebody that just drinks whatever Kool-Aid they tell him. It's amazing. Okay, now let's get a couple reads in here. Back to reads, baby.
Basketball's undefeated in 22nd in Ken Palm. That's so
what
cool.
If Nebraska ball goes undefeated and they're the other number 1
I'm
seed?
looking at their first. Oh, well. So they're going to win their next. Oh, God.
Kobe is a corner.
I'm looking at Nebraska's schedule, Mike.
Right.
We got New Hampshire. We'll dominate them.
Yeah, the Catamounts, right? Or the
whatever. But then we got Michigan State, Ohio State, Indiana, Oregon.
They've defied the odds this far. They'll keep defying the odds. You know what's weird about Michigan State? They're really good, but they don't have many good players.
You told me like 2 weeks ago that they were going to be a 1 seed and they were the best.
No, I think they're going to win the Big Ten. That's my call.
You told me they were one of the best teams in the country, top 5 easy.
I said they're going to win the Big Ten, and I stand by it. Yes, I stand by it.
I'm glad you stand by it.
All right, now here's something I'm going to stand by. RJ's Frozen Cactus, Red Hot Sports, and ice cold beer, baby. All right, now, you look at it and you might say, wait a second here. The huge parking lot you can park a jet in. Do you know anybody? Harry Lex basically destroyed Dennis Walsh.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Dennis Walsh hasn't been able to recover.
It was bad. Dennis Walsh has been reeling about this. We still love Dennis Walsh, though. But we need to see the Jet in the parking lot. 100+ craft beers, $2 deals. I will absolutely endorse RJ's Frozen Cactus. Pizza, wings, tacos, burgers, and more. And it's good bar food, too. You know, like the bar food that you go into some of these places, and it's just crap, like it's like a pretzel, and they just pour a bunch of sugar, or not sugar, salt on it. And they're like, here, this is good. It's vintage and ethnic. And you're like, no, this just tastes like crap. They don't have any of that.
Ethnic pretzels. Ethnic pretzels.
What kind of ethnicity is a pretzel?
German.
Is it?
Yeah, how do you not know that?
Well, don't. You're just speaking out of your behind. You don't know that that's.
Dude, pretzels are German.
Somebody look up right now. What ethnicity is a pretzel?
German.
I'm going to say Polish.
It's German, dude. I'm telling you, it's German.
All right. Well, either way, I don't believe.
How do you not
believe
know that with your German roots?
Yeah. My German. Yeah, pretzel is 100% German. No, it's Jewish.
Pretzels are absolutely German, dude.
Joseph Delgado just said it's Jewish, and Big 12 Bobby is agreeing with them. All right. Well, either way. All right. So RJ's Frozen Cactus, Red Hot beer, and our Red Hot Sports and Ice Cold beer. Check it out. But the food there is absolutely fantastic. You will very, very much like it. Yummy, yummy. I'm German. All right. Welcome to the Rock.
Kobe's wrong. Hold on. That offended me, but 1 second. That's horrible. Hold on.
Yeah. No, do better. Do better. Sheer, that might have been the stagnation of the static right there was amazing. Holy moly, was that impressive? Yes.
Dizzy.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that was impressive.
Absolutely Jewish, Kobe. Get out of here.
Yeah. Hey, Sheer, we can barely hear you now. Readjust your mic while I do this read.
Can
2 convenient locations, Tucson plus Green Valley, 50+ locally sourced landscaping materials. Yes, Stanley Goodspeed. Please stop. I have headphones in. That's your fault. Pugs and Hugs, we love you. East of Benson, Sierra Vista, west to Marana, south to Nogales, north to Oracle. That was great. Sheer with the static pregnant pause. It's almost like Sheer's wearing one of those football school shirts and he got pregnant. But there, check it out. Green Valley Decorative Rock. Yes, back to rock, baby. Okay. All right. No, Vanessa was the prom queen. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When he's saying that to, when Stanley Goodspeed is saying that to, he's like, winners go home and sleep with the prom queen. And then Nicolas Cage is like, I can't remember what her name was. And he's like, so-and-so was the prom queen. Okay. Foster Plumbing. You talk about the prom queen of all plumbing services. That is Foster Plumbing, my friend. Yes. Residential and commercial. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Water heaters, drain cleaning, sewer inspections, gas, water, 24/7. 10% off when you mention the AZ12 podcast. Again, go in there. Sheer, front pipe. Everything good?
Great. Has never been stronger.
Right. Yeah. Hey, we got to talk about the front pipe with Dennis Walsh and his lovely lady at the Copal. It was a lot of fun. But check it out though. Foster Plumbing, baby. Quality work at a fair price. They do very, very good work. Okay. Now. Okay. Hey, what good games are there on tonight?
None. None. There's none until after Christmas.
There's nothing.
Check, but I'm pretty sure there's absolutely, literally nothing.
Really?
Let me check for you, though, Mike.
Yeah, look it up. What do you got?
Not one top 25 game tonight. Kentucky's playing right now. I know you're excited.
Kentucky sucks.
Whoa! Riverside, UCLA. That's crap. Yeah, there's nothing. Nothing.
Riverside?
St. John's, but you don't.
Riverside.
Marshall's West Virginia Tech. That's pretty good.
There's a tech school in West Virginia?
Saturday, no games. There's no games. There's no games until Monday. And then,
what's on Monday? Oh, yeah, back on Monday when we play.
Yeah, then Monday it starts getting going again with nope, still no good games.
All right, now I had an Illinois buddy message or tweet at me and say, "Hey, happy birthday!" And I said, "Hey, I missed you guys coming over and talking with me." And he's yeah, and then it was pretty funny. And then he goes, "Well, there's not much that we can say right now."
No, there's not.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, we're the best team in the country, dude. Yeah. Take that, baby. Take that. Yes. All right. Now, Dennis is in the Mile High Pipe Club. Interesting. Even the MNFL games stink. Okay. All right. Yeah. What's that?
That's true. The NFL games stink.
Yeah. I know. I agree with you, H. Fuchs. Illinois. Yeah, it's good. It's a good song. Yeah. Okay, now let's talk about Bill Self's comment here about Darren Peterson. That was good, Sheer. You sent that to me.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't. These aren't cramps, dude. Like, just stop.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to play. Like,
I'm a beacon of health. I am,
right.
As you know, I am the epitome of what you want a man to look like.
No, I mean, yeah, Rich. That's why Rich Carrillo is always talking about you.
Who cramps for like 8 weeks?
Well, right, exactly. And again, too, you're an 8. It was funny. They had this doctor on like CBS Sports, and he said, "I would be very, very interested to see some of these medical reports." He said, "Because he said, and it was great. He goes, I've never heard of an 18 or 19-year-old high-level athlete that basically has to miss 2 months with cramps." And he goes, "That's not how it works." So, do you think they were? Tyler Warden, we can't. This is a family-friendly show. We cannot say that.
Kobe, I just got an email about the 5K. If you want me to forward it to you.
All right. Did we tell the story about Kobe wanting to being interested in 5K for Benoit?
We did. That's why I said I just got the official email about the 5K, when it starts, the cost, all of it. So
right. Hey, look at twin mama. I was pregnant with the twins and didn't have cramps for 8 weeks. Oh, look at this. Kobe L. Thiel has a price, $5,000. Interesting. Bow chicka bow wow. Yeah. All right. So I don't take Kansas seriously after
this
that.
dude plays. They're good though. They're good.
They're really good. All right.
Yeah, they're good even without him. But
what is your take on Houston now? That was a pretty impressive win over Arkansas.
Dude, you're the one that hates Houston. I think they're good. You hate them.
Yeah, I didn't. What do you
hate
say?
Houston?
Hate Houston.
First of all, how do you look? I like Houston. I think they're a good basketball team. Don't get me wrong. How do you let up 94 points to Houston?
Because you're John Calipari.
94. Now they scored 85. That's pretty cool.
Hey, at what point do the people in Arkansas get tired of John Calipari too? Bringing in top 3 classes. This Arkansas team is absolutely getting bounced in the round of 32.
I mean, what's the record right now?
I don't know.
They're 9-3. They'll be 10-3. They're projected to go 20-11. That's the SEC, so they'll probably be like a 2 seed.
Maybe a 1. Hey, maybe that's the 1 seed.
They'll probably just get a bye.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We just pencil you into the Final Four at this point.
Houston, we're going to know. So Houston has Middle Tennessee. They'll win. They have Cincinnati. They'll win. And then they have Tech and Baylor. So we'll find out a little about their schedule's easy too. West Virginia, ASU, Tech again. Here's your hard part. Iowa State, Arizona, Kansas.
For Arkansas?
No, for Houston only plays
Arkansas.
Houston only plays BYU once, and they only play Kansas once.
All right. Well, I think Arizona's going to beat Houston. I think they're just better.
All right, I have a hot question for you. Ready?
Hot question. I might have a hot answer.
What is Arizona's first loss?
I was talking about this with the Gladiator. I think, you know what?
You don't pick them to lose, and they don't lose. So that's a bad combo or good combo.
Okay. I'm gonna say that I got an outside the box pick. I think they're going to lose before that gauntlet of games. I think they're going to lose at TCU.
So you think they lose at TCU on January 10th?
Yeah, I think they're going to lose that game.
You know what? I think it's very TCU's not awful.
They're not off. And they only lost by 3 to Michigan and 1 to Florida.
They lost by 4 to Michigan. They lost by 2 to Notre Dame, and they lost by 4 to New Orleans. But they're not They're not awful.
It's a Jekyll and Charles team, or Jekyll and Charles. It's a Jekyll and Hyde team.
Now, I'll say this. I think Arizona is a horrible matchup for them, though, so I disagree with you because I don't know if you know this. I don't know. Have you watched TCU?
Yeah, I watched them against Michigan in the highlights for like 5 seconds.
They are tiny, like really small.
They have very little girth.
Like no girth. Hold on, let me go to KenPom.
Right.
They are 333rd in the country in height.
What about girth? Where is their girth rating?
Their center is 6'8", 240. Their power forward is 6'7", 240. Their backcourt is 6 foot at the 1 and 2.
The only thing I'm going to say though is that even with that lack of size and girth, they almost beat Michigan and they almost beat Florida, who are two of the girthiest teams in the world.
Did TCU play Florida? I don't remember that. No, TCU did beat Florida.
Did they beat Florida? Or
yeah, they beat Florida.
Well, I'm telling you, dude. So there is I don't know what else to say.
How did they beat Florida?
Because they're not a bad team. They did beat Florida.
No,
yeah, I was wrong.
Now Florida shot 65% from 2. So how did they beat Florida?
Because the TCU
free throws.
Free throws, yeah, I'm telling you. And look at the Michigan box score. They lost to them by 3. And that's maybe the
I think TCU was going to be TCU's the number 2. I could see them losing to TCU.
Okay, so that's
I think TCU is my scared game. I don't give a crap about Utah on the road. They suck.
Yeah, Utah sucks.
UCF is interesting on the road, but I refuse to believe Johnny Dawkins can ever beat a good team. So I won't pick them either. It's obviously it's TCU or BYU.
Yeah, I would go with that. I would go with TCU though, because TCU feels like I think Arizona's going to be amped enough for BYU. I don't the TCU one worries me a little bit. Also, Joseph keeps messaging me telling that Debanza sucks. This is his new Shaquille O'Neal sucks take, I guess. That I don't know how you watch Debanza for more than 2 seconds and be like, yeah, that guy sucks.
You don't.
Okay. So
your KenPom Player of the Year update, Mike, because I know you're.
Oh yeah. What do we got?
Debanza's up to 3.
Okay. Now the Coach of the Year. Does he still have like all of the best coaches? Does he have like Danny?
I never understood that. I think he scrapped that from the website because it never made any sense.
Yeah, that thing was and maybe he put it out on Blue Sea or something.
Probably.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Now T-Birds says between the road games of BYU, Houston, Kansas, we win 1, lose 1, toss up for the other ones. Let's see here. And that stretch, there's a stretch of 7 games there that's really tough. I'd like if Arizona goes 4-3, I'll be more than happy with that because I think at that point that means that he probably lost 4 games in conference.
Yeah, I agree.
By the way, how crappy is ASU? And I actually didn't think they were going to totally suck this year. What an awful loss to Oregon State.
You know what? Why that sucks? I mean, it doesn't suck. I don't. Whatever,
it's actually funny.
Yeah, it's funny. They had a slight argument for the tournament kind of brewing, right? They have no argument now.
Right. Yes. All right. Now let me ask you this. I do like this one. Okay, let's see. Len Altieri says metrics are cute for media and podcasters. Playing basketball games and winning matters versus the metrics. Yeah, very, very good. Let's see here. I don't really care about any of this stuff. Okay, so all right, there's that. When was the last time U of A has been undefeated for an entire season? Never. It's never happened before. Does Debanza have the Big 12 Player of the Year locked? I'd be stunned if he doesn't win it.
Yeah, he's got it locked.
I mean,
well, no, he doesn't have it locked. He doesn't have it locked. He doesn't.
Who?
It's going to be between him and Toppin.
Oh, that's scrub. Okay, yeah. Speaking of which, Hans Christian Andersen is a big win for me over Nick and Andre. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay,
yeah. He's good.
The problem though is that they only have 2 players though, so that's that's
Watts is okay, but beyond that they don't.
Yeah, Watts is okay, but then they got a bunch of dudes that are just kind of guys. Okay, now let's get a couple reads in here. Back the reads, baby. Back the reads.
Back the reads. Whoa.
All right, Sheer, your furnace, is it working?
Yeah, I make sure it's working because
you got to keep that thing humming, man. Yeah. And on top of that, too, the great thing about this is $50 furnace tune-ups, 10% off when you mention the AZ12 podcast. Call 520-222-7012 or book online at www.comfortxhvac.com. Service and maintenance, emergency repairs, installations, replacements, indoor air quality, mini splits, you name it, they've got it. Boom. Check it out again. They do great work there. What's his name? Shearer's trying to boot Tony Gimino out of that the home division. Can you actually kick somebody out?
I'm trying. I'm literally in the process of trying.
You kick Gimino out of there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Put him in the streets, man. Okay.
He's a danger to society.
Oh, he's a terrible person. So winter service, they got all that stuff and they saved Tony Gimino some money. So that is good. Check it out. Boom. All right, Jesse's Tattoo Shop, Golf Links and Pantano, Sober Shop. Wear a tattoo that speaks to you. Sure, they do all kinds of tattoos. You're a tattoo guy. Any kind of tattoos, colored, fine line, traditional, you name it, they can do it. And again, you got 11 people there, and they're all very, very good. You can go in there, and a lot of times, without an appointment, walk in and say, "Hey, I'd like to have a cactus on my arm."
Tap me up.
Yeah, tap me up, man. And then they got some good stuff going on there as well on the east side. And as we always talk about, it is professional there as well. There's a lot of people coming in and out. And the reason there is because it is a fun time. And again, they do really good work. Plus Jesse runs that shop, and you will never go in there and not be impressed by everything going on in there. It is awesome. I love hanging out in there. Wear a tattoo that speaks to your story. Golf Links and Pantano. Again, call today, 520-358-2881. Jesse's Tattoo Shop. Oh, look at this. Kobe L. Thiel says, I saw Gimino playing pickleball the other day. Oh, and Jesse's Tattoo and Supplies. Top 3 business rating in 2025. Google reviews. The word is getting out there. Yes. All right, Cody, get me that read, but cut out the part about Kobe and get these shirts. Not just a football school; these things are going crazy. Hey, let me ask you this, Sheer. On the what's kind of weird about how balanced this Arizona team is? If you were going to go with the 10, I almost said the all 10-man Big 12. If you were going to go with the 10-man Big 12 team, you might only have one Arizona guy on it.
Probably would.
I mean, that really goes to show you just kind of.
Iowa State probably has someone. Yeah, it's close.
All right, let's do our list. I'm going to do this off the top of my head. Okay.
I don't know how you do this.
So we got Jaden Bradley. Okay. We've got Debansa. We've got. Are you going to put Kingston Flemings on that?
No, I'll give you the list right now. Top of my head.
Really good.
How many guys do you want?
10.
All right, Debansa.
Yep.
My boy PJ Haggerty.
Yep.
JT Toppin.
Yep.
Christian Anderson.
Yep.
Richie Saunders.
Yep.
Joshua Jefferson.
Yep.
Foreigner from Iowa.
Yep.
How many am I at?
All right, so we got the foreigner from Wisconsin, Joshua Jefferson, Richie Saunders, Hans Christian Andersen, JT Toppin, PJ Haggerty, Jaden Bradley, and AJ Debansa. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8.
Cameron Carr from Baylor has been a monster.
Yeah. And what about Bedingo?
No, not at all. Houston, we need someone from Houston. So Emmanuel Sharp.
All right.
That's it. Right?
That's crazy. But that shows you how well-rounded Arizona's team is, though, is that you probably got just one guy on there.
Yeah. By the way, after last night's performance, the leading scorer of Arizona is Braden Burries.
Called it. I called it.
I think it was the opposite you called.
Oh, wait a second here. Dennis Walsh is saying, what about Krivas?
Defensive player of the year.
Defensive player of the year in the conference. You know what's funny? That's what he was referring at the watch party. That's what he was referring to. That's what he was referring to Krivas as the entire time. He says, why don't you just always call him the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year? Yeah, there he is right there. Sheer left off the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. Sure, can you really leave him off if he's the Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Category.
All right. Burries has also put up the most shots by far. Well, I'm fine with that. I mean, he's shooting a pretty good percentage. If he wins Defensive Player of the Year, he has to be on the all-conference. I kind of agree with that.
That's okay. Okay.
Back off.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm sorry.
Back off. Hey, by the way, that all freshman team is nasty, and we're not even including Peterson because he doesn't play. You would go with
still make it.
Yeah, even he plays like 6 games a year. So you got like you know what's funny? If I'm an MNBA scout, I would literally ask him and I would say, "All right, I want to interview you and your father because he obviously decides."
Yeah, I'd be like, "Hey, let me get a close look at your calf."
Right. Yes. Now, sir, what made you decide that you were going to tell everybody that you have terrible, terrible cramps and that you can't play?
Crap.
Yeah, you suck. All right. So that all freshman team, you would have
AJ DeBanza, Christian Anderson, Braden Burries, Koa Pete, Kingston
Flemings.
Trying to think.
Oh, and Tunde.
Tunde sucks.
Well, he's definitely.
I'm sure
Tunde's
the guy, the dude on I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah, but I think that's about right.
Colorado's good. I don't know if he'll make it, but he's actually really good.
Colorado?
Colorado's Isaiah Johnson. That dude's legit. Look at his numbers. You'll be like, what the hell?
Is he from California?
Yeah, dude, he's averaging 15 points on 55% shooting.
Well, they always get some guy from California or some rando that's going to be in the MNBA and the rest of the team sucks. Like, look at it from, like, remember the Jabari Parker kid they had who's still, I think, is in the MNBA?
Your boy. How could you forget your boy? You text me about him once every day.
Who?
Diop.
Oh, Diop. Oh, I love Diop. Diop's awesome. Yeah. That's my plan. Hey, everybody out there, I know exactly what Arizona's going to do. If Krivas leaves,
you don't know what Arizona's going to do.
I know exactly what they're going to do.
You want them to do.
I know what I want them to do. Here's what I want them to do is Christian Anderson, sophomore. Yeah, we didn't include him in the freshmen. Okay, now, here's what I want Arizona to do, though. If Krivas goes off and he goes back to the motherland, I would bring in that Jop guy. I think that Josh or that Jop or whatever his name is.
Diop. It's called Diop.
Yeah, or whatever his name is. I think with real coaching, he'd be awesome.
Yeah, why not? Why not Arizona?
Yeah, why not Arizona? Okay, all right. So that's where we're at. All right, now let's wrap it up with a little bit of football talk because we are a football school. What are your initial impressions on AK? He's impressive.
He's good. I like him. People I trust like him, so I'm down. We'll find out.
And like I said,
how crazy is his job right now? It's like, hey, his first day was yesterday. It's like, hey, you need to know the entire roster needs and portal targets like within 72 hours.
By like tomorrow, we need you to know all this stuff. So yeah, if you could, don't really know what to tell you, but hop in there, man. So yeah,
he looks like you too a little bit.
A little bit. I'll take it. I get Sam Darnold a lot. A lot of people say I look like Sam Darnold. Yeah. So I'll take it. Yeah. Okay. But Hans Christian Andersen is a sophomore. Dick Wilson. Robert Redford. But that's Bruce's. That's Bruce Pascoe. Yeah, Bruce is cute. All right. We're going to sign off about 10 minutes early today. I have to finish up Christmas shopping. I went 7 hours Christmas shopping yesterday, and it is difficult. Yeah.
I got to go get some meat.
Yeah. yeah. I was for the
tomorrow. Big chunk of meat.
For the front pipe.
Yeah, a little 3-pound hunk of meat.
Yes. I'm going to tweet at Arizona Israel a little bit later. What do I have to ask them about?
Tony Padilla, all focus. He is the biggest enemy of the state right now.
Yes. Okay. All right. Everybody out there, go to Little Caesars as well. Right now. Code 1099 bundle, classic pepperoni or cheese, pizza, and crazy bread and 2-liter soda. Code LCFREECC for crazy combo with any purchase. Okay. Guys, we very much appreciate you all. We will be back with you tomorrow. We're going to be off on Christmas, but then we'll be right back up. The Mississippi Gladiator is going to be co-hosting with us the day after Christmas. So on that note, though, oh, man, I've been mouth farting like crazy. For Jason Shearer, I'm merely Mike Luke. All you guys out there, you are great. We will talk with you soon. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Woohoo!